Big Island isn't just a clever name. It's so big that you could fit all the other major Hawaiian islands in it and still have room left over. The island is enormous and made up of 5 volcanoes. Kohala in the north is the oldest. Next came Mauna Kea, Hualalai, Mauna Loa, and finally Kilauea. None of them are truly dead, but only Mauna Loa and Kilauea make regular appearances, with an occasional walk-on by Hualalai. It can be difficult to choose a place to stay on an island for many visitors. To guide you in making an informed decision, this video will list a few of my favorite places to stay. Kailua-Kona. Kailua-Kona is nestled in the lee of Hualalai Volcano, meaning that it's sheltered from the trade winds coming from the other side of the island. The winds it does get usually come from wraparound sea breezes, and the rains from them have already been wrung out. This is the most populated area of the island. It's where the majority of visitors fly into and fly out of. You'll find the most dining options here, as well as several resorts and condos. Four Seasons Hualalai shines, even among its superb competitors. 37 one- and two-story bungalows and several crescents with 6 to 8 rooms per building, including a few golf course buildings. They used a lot of local materials, giving the resort a very Hawaiian feel. All units, even golf course units, have nice ocean views. Building 25 is closest to the water. Second-floor rooms have better ocean views, but first-floor rooms have a pleasant garden on the other side of the bathroom glass, with a second private, outdoor lava shower where water gurgles over a short lava ledge. What a great place to have your morning shower! Then there's the Courtyard King Kamehameha's Kona Beach Hotel. The King Cam, as it's known locally, is a Kona fixture. Located next to the Kailua Pier, the hotel is fronted by the tiny but calm Kamakahonu Beach. The Ahu Enehea is also on the grounds. This area was the home to King Kamehameha during his latter years, and his legacy has been adopted by the hotel in paintings and artwork. They give tours, by the way. King Cam is the center of the universe every October when the Ironman Triathlon takes place. Most of the athletes stay here, as do many from the television crews, and rooms are hard to get then. It's conveniently located on a fantastic beach. All factors combined give it the rating of a real gem. Kohala. Farther north on the west shore is the Kohala area. Most of this area is considered leeward, and this is the driest part of the state, with an annual rainfall averaging less than 10 inches. Large stretches of lava fields cover north of Kona and much of Kohala. The north tip of the island has both leeward and windward aspects, and a much slower pace than the resort area. The whole region is packed with historical sites that are worth exploring. The Mauna Kea Beach Hotel was the first resort to grace the Kohala lava desert area, and a large part of their business is repeat customers. Built by Lawrence Rockefeller in 1965, it set the standard for all that came afterwards. The Mauna Kea has traditionally been one of the most popular resorts on the island, and it's a grand place to stay. The resort is very restful and pleasing, and the staff is top-notch. Many people like the slow pace here. They're now getting their 4th-generation guests, who often have such an affection for the place that before the hotel remodels the rooms, they ask guests for their input about what they would like to keep and see added. There are 1,200 pieces of art from the Asia-Pacific region, and tours are given to learn more about this outstanding collection. Rooms in the main tower are modern and clean with touches of teal and orange, the hotel's trademark colors. Fairmont Orchid Hawaii has an intoxicating richness that just permeates everything. The lush grounds have a very sculpted and precise feel. Nothing is out of place. And the inside is just as flawless. The lobby, halls, and rooms are all richly furnished with lots of wood and fine carpets. Even the elevators are paneled in koa with crystal chandeliers. The overall effect of the resort's room and common areas is a European Hawaiian elegance. The entire staff seems obsessed with pleasing you. Restaurants are what you'd expect, on the higher end and delicious. They have their own garden and bees on property and use items they grow for their recipes. The man-made beach is usually calm and protected. It's also one of the only beaches on Hawaii where you can, at least legally, enjoy an adult beverage, making it prime for weddings. Lots of activities are available, including a sunrise canoe paddle and professionally led stargazing. South Point. The southern end of the island from Honaunau to Hawaii Volcanoes National Park is the least developed part of the Big Island. Long stretches of lava fields on the western side of Mauna Loa's flank give way to green as you round the southern part of the island, where rain is allowed to fall with less interference from Mauna Loa Volcano. Colony 1 at Sea Mountain is a condo property on the south side of the island, and it's a long way from other towns. The condo complex is mostly timeshares, though you won't find any salesmen around, in the heart of Sea Mountain, a very remote region of the southern part of the island. The grounds are pleasant, and units, though not remarkable, are clean and consistent in decor. Think of this as an alternative place to stay if you want to explore Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, 28 miles away, but still want to stay near the shoreline where it's more tropical, though the units are not beachside. It's quiet and peaceful here. Lots of stairs on this property, mostly in the units themselves. Mid-stay housekeeping is available if you're staying 9 or more nights, or daily for an optional fee. Volcano and the National Park. If you had to name the one thing Big Island was most famous for, it would undoubtedly be Kilauea Volcano. In all the world, there isn't a more active volcano, and none is more user-friendly than Kilauea. People often refer to it as a drive-in volcano. There's lodging in the national park itself, but it's the community of Volcano just outside the entrance that has some of the best options. The Volcano Village Lodge is small, just over an acre, and it was originally built as an artist's workshop, but was converted in 2006 with buildings added over time. The standalone rooms are set amid a very lush, dense tropical forest with native plantings. Each feels very private and intimate. All are lavishly furnished in different themes with expensive bedding and fireplaces. Fresh flowers, bathrobes, slippers, and flashlights are supplied. Breakfast is placed in your room the previous afternoon, so you may enjoy it at your leisure, and it usually includes a hot dish that can be warmed in your microwave oven, along with the usual fruit and coffee and other things. Kilauea Lodge and Restaurant opened in 1937 as a YMCA youth camp. Now, this quaint lodge was converted to a hotel in 1986. The whole thing was very well done and lovingly maintained, but it switched hands in 2018 for $4 million, which we assume is pocket change to the Highway West Vacations, the new California-based operator. Some of our readers have told us the whole place, from restaurant to ambiance, well, that it's gone downhill. But from what we've seen, despite some growing pains, the comfy, delicious-smelling lodge has maintained the same feel and vibe, although we expect even more changes to come. Hilo. Hilo is a charming mix of old and new Hawaii. Once a thriving town bolstered by limitless sugar revenues, the demise of the sugar industry has kept Hilo kind of in a time warp. And that's part of the charm. Though a full-fledged city, things move slower here, and the community is tight. They've been through a lot. Slammed by tsunamis, threatened by lava flows, racked by a changing economy, Hilo has withstood it all. Hilo is also a strikingly beautiful town. And Hilo is the logical gateway to explore Puna, the easternmost part of the island, where you'll find lush rainforests, a small but quality zoo, a black sand beach, and volcano-ravaged towns. The SCP Hilo Hotel has very clean, modern, minimalist hotel rooms across from the ice pond. This family hotel got a long-awaited updating and reopened in mid-2021 as the SCP Hilo. The very warm staff makes the whole hotel feel inviting. The updates earned them a gem rating. It has well-maintained building and grounds, with one of the nicer pools in Hilo, which also include comfy lounge chairs. Rooms facing the pool, on the interior side of the property, numbers 16 through 29, those are preferable since they're away from the street noise on this busy corner. As a second choice, get a premium room facing the koi pond, which also has lanais. Your resort fee covers bike rentals, paddleboards, coffee, and tea in the lobby and Wi-Fi. They added a small workout room, some equipment, yoga mats, and free weights. The inn at Kailua-Kona Falls is only 20 minutes away from Hilo, but light years away in everything else besides distance. Come here to get away from it all. When you can swim in a real pool at the bottom of a waterfall, so why the heck would you leave these grounds? The three main buildings sit on an incredibly beautiful, grassy hill above Kailua-Kona Falls, whose sound can be heard from all the rooms. the Hamakua Coast, and Waimea. Honoka'a is on the northeast windward side of the island, and it's full of old Hawaii charm. Historic buildings full of cool and quirky shops and a decent range of dining options can be found here. Lodging is pretty much limited to bed and breakfast these days. Also, you won't be close to any beaches. But the hiking and overall scenery is something to experience, even if you don't choose to stay. The biggest population center of this area is Waimea Town. It's often labeled Kamuela on maps because there are 2 other Waimeas in the state, so the post office named the local branch Kamuela, Hawaiian for Samuel, as in Samuel Parker at the Parker Ranch. Many locals object to the use of the term Kamuela, so I try to use the original name Waimea in deference. Life runs a little slower here, and families are a bit closer knit. Many people compare the appearance to a Northern California rural town, but prettier. Kamuela Inn's rooms are nicely updated, feel modern and fresh. No phones, although there's an office phone available, and they have a nice continental breakfast, which is included. The setting is well-groomed and the staff is very helpful. If they're not full, keep asking to look at rooms until you find one that suits you. Got any resorts or hotels that you love but you didn't see on the list here? Go ahead and let us know in the comments. Check out our blog that goes into further detail about each region and cities on the Big Island. We hope this will point you to some truly spectacular options for your trip to Hawaii.